Mountaineers, and we talked at the beginning about this highly anticipated season. You see the Mountaineer wrestlers in the national rankings. Brody Connolly not in the lineup tonight. You've got Hall, Strickenberger, Titus, Bush, and Waters all ranked at the Division I level. And Jordan Titus, guys, this is the most anticipated matchup of the night. Titus, a Division I ranked wrestler, against Gavin Quiocho, a defending Division II national champ.
I mean, just this match alone is worth the price of admission. Two high-flying, athletic, explosive wrestlers squaring off.
So it'll be interesting to see strategically how each of them approach this match to some degree, right? You know, you touch a leg, you scramble around, you do some different stuff. And ultimately, you got to be you. Well, that was a nice slap.
You could hear that up in the upper level.
He's awake now.
You could hear that all the way at home. Quiocho, a native of the state of West Virginia, wrestled at Parkersburg South. Won state championships in the high school level.
Good sort of redirected shot. And Titus is going to do the thing that he likes to do, but what you get concerned about with wrestling someone like Quiocho is whether or not you're going to get this turn. And he does.
Well, this has lived up to expectations early. A lot of action. Titus, first minute plus.
Titus really gets these guys to have almost like a false sense of security. You know, he sets them up to take that shot, and then as soon as he does, he kind of pauses on his defense, then really goes right to that Jonesy tilt.
No, he does a great job of it. So the only challenge with something like that is going to the well a little too often sometimes, right? So he's got to generate some offense himself. Nice little attempted Granby roll by Quiocho, and a good job by Titus of staying tight, keeping his hip tight.
As they roll right out of bounds.
He didn't get any near fall points for that. And we didn't have the greatest advantage from where we're sitting over here. So obviously the officials didn't think that he had any exposure. And the corner doesn't seem to think so either. So
that's the other thing too. Whenever you do hit it on a good wrestler, most of the time you need to have that tight and hit it quick. Titus gets it for the takedown, but then oftentimes if it's not all the way tight, you may not get back points off it, and then you're in a scramble situation and you're both on the side of your body.
Right. And again, I mean, part of the thing is being comfortable in those positions, right? So you're used to that. You get good at being in that spot and knowing what you need to do, where you need your pressure to be, and he's doing a great job on top.
I think that's something that both me and you talked about at the wrestle-offs too. He goes out there and gets what he wants and takes it. Not afraid to be in those positions.
You know, and I think as a college wrestler too, getting better on top, being able to spend some time there, not just from the riding time standpoint, but well, there's a near fall. He's going to get 4 out of that. What a great job in that tilt. And the Mike took a shot.
Yeah. 4-point near fall for Titus, now in control. 7-0 final seconds. There was a lot of action in that first period, guys. Not a lot of points there until the very end.
Well, he does that. You know, it's some good scramble around. Again, they're quick guys. Quiocho on a nice shot that Titus does a good job of defending and getting the 3-point takedown on. And then that tilt at the end, which was a little bit of a surprise, does a nice job of scoring 4 more.
That claw tilt, you know, just imagine the pressure that he had to have on that claw. It didn't even look like he had the one-on-one with the claw tilt. It was just a tight waist and a claw, and he was able to get a full set out of it.
Titus beginning on the bottom, and Quiocho cuts him loose there.
1 point, West Virginia.
Well, Quiocho with some work to do here, but obviously he's capable of coming back.
Well, there's no doubt about that. And like we said, you know, with Titus, the issue was, I mean, he was like sick, right? So where his stamina is going in 3 full periods is probably just a little bit in question, and he's going to get a nice test here today. So here's the same, that's almost the same shot the Quiocho shot on him where he got turned, but it just sort of you fake one side and sweep back the other way. But here's that scrambling that we anticipated. And Titus just beats him to the spot and gets that takedown again.
An incredible scramble. Titus ends up scoring.
The scrambles take something out of you, though, man. I mean, that's a lot of force generated and spinning and turning in a tight space. And you got to remember, you're supposed to try to breathe at the same time. So, I mean, it takes a lot of energy to do that, which is why when you score off of it, it's like, oh, that's awesome. When you don't, it can be a little demoralizing. And you look at Quiocho is in a position where I'm pretty sure he hasn't been in a long time, which is he's down 11-0 in the second period. He's a defending Division II national champion and a two-time All-American there, so he wins a lot of matches and he does a lot of great stuff. But Titus, this is off of the single, and then he scrambles through, and Quiocho tries to Granby roll out, and Titus just beats him to the other side and knocks him back down just like he would be finishing a double leg.
Titus remaining on top.
Ooh, 2 boots. Both boots in, man. That's a...
Yeah, this is a taxing final 30 seconds for Gavin Quiocho on the bottom here. And Titus content to ride out the final seconds with this 11-0 lead. And we'll go to the third.
So he's got 2 minutes and 44 riding time out of 5 minutes in the match, right? So it's pretty dominant on top. He's looking great. I mean, I guess they still had a second.
Oh, he blew that whistle. I didn't realize
I
that
blew
was
the
a second
whistle.
ago.
So I thought, yeah, I don't know why he did that.
Now we're officially underway.
Yes.
In the third. See what Quiocho can do on his feet here. And if you're Quiocho, you want to salvage something here in this third period, right?
Oh, no doubt about it. He's definitely going to be looking to score some points. So Titus, that's a little long, right? That's a long way to reach, but man, nice job of going in, and he tried to elevate him and get him through. There's another 3-point takedown. Sometimes it's hard to roll somebody who likes to roll, right? Because they understand the feel and the pressures and all that stuff. And it's not like in basketball where you say, you can press a pressing team. They're not used to, when you're rolling around with somebody who's used to rolling, they don't care a whole lot.
If you're Coach Flynn, what do you say at this point? You guys have come out and really taken care of business, been aggressive, and done exactly what you intended them to do.
Well, I think that's exactly right. I mean, we talked about that with him the other day, and that is your job is to be you. Go out and wrestle the way you need to wrestle because you're in preparation for, as you work through the season, to being an All-American yourself and being on the podium at the Division I finals. So, did he give him a count?
He gave him
2.
two.
That's going to be the match.
Yep.
And you're exactly
there
right
at the end.
Yeah, this was just a dominant performance.
Yeah, it was.
So a 16-0 win for Jordan Titus. The most improved wrestler on the squad a year ago, and what a start he's off to.
Just does a nice job with that single leg, and Quiocho he just gets a little desperate, tries to roll him through, doesn't get it, and here's that last 2-point tilt at the end to signify the